Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm starting over here with Carl from the Moon. We forgot to hit record. Well, I forgot to hit record.
Actually, yes. In your corner, however,
Yes.
there's a bunch of buttons.
Okay, well, don't worry. We'll edit in some of the videos that the recordings we have because we have a bunch of editors and people recording. So
Yes.
we will do that in the final edit. So, Carl, how you doing today?
I'm doing just as well as you, I think. I'm a little bit unsettled about the prices. It's a little bit not. I mean, we all like when prices go up, right? In the short term, it's always a little bit unsettling, especially when exchanges limit withdrawals. And for example, I have, like I said before, $5 million in an exchange where I'm trying to get it out, but they're not allowing me. So let's see what happens there. Luckily, it's a very small part of my portfolio, so it's not devastating. But I do have friends of mine who held like 30-40% of their wealth in Celsius, for example. Money gone. That's bad. For me, it's like a fraction, so for me, it doesn't really matter too much. But I don't care if it's $1 or $5 million. It's my money. I'm going to get it out.
I have a question for you, right?
Yes.
What point would you consider yourself poor? At what Bitcoin price would you consider yourself poor?
I have to calculate that. Well, let's just say if my net worth goes back down below like $1 million, then yeah, I would go back down to somewhat poor, or like 500K. I don't know, something. But this is not going to happen. Bitcoin would have to absolutely collapse, get massively destroyed, like.
So that's time around $1,000.
Look, Bitcoin would have to go very close to zero for that to take place. It's just not going to happen. I mean, Bitcoin is not even going to go down below 10,000. Not even. So yeah.
You don't think it's going to go down to 10,000?
I don't think so.
All right. So where do you think Bitcoin's going to go? If we were to bring up the screen here, where do you think the price should go to? Because right now we're at $20,500.
$18,000.
$18,000, right? Yes, because that's where the 78.6 is. Right, and yeah, well, there is a support line just below that as well. So we could end up hitting that support line. Should we fail to, I think if we fail below the 200 moving average, a weekly moving average, and close below that, what do you think that's going to happen to the Bitcoin price? Because I'm going to say, well, I think, but what do you think? If we close this week below the 200 weekly moving average,
then it is possible that we might go all the way down to something like between 13 and 18K.
Dum dum dum.
Yes.
You heard that, folks. 13, 18K. Oh my God. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be still.
I don't think we're going to go to 13K. I think 18K would be more likely, but.
So how poor would you be?
I would not be poor, guys. I would actually be anything but poor. But.
You'd be driving a Porsche only.
Yeah.
Like the poor people in Dubai.
Yeah. I would say this. If Bitcoin goes down to 18, 13K, obviously my portfolio will take a huge hit. It already took a massive hit. Like so many millions and millions and millions that are just wiped out of my portfolio, but only as paper loss, unrealized loss. I didn't realize those losses because I don't sell Bitcoin here.
True.
Actually, I buy more. I take some USDT that I have from other places and I put them in. For example, today I liquidated, or I got loose like $1 million worth of USDT straight into Bitcoin today.
Nice.
I'm going to buy it later today. So so that's what I'm doing. Like I'm pulling out my USDT that I have laying around, some fiat if I have something, and everything goes into buying the dip. I don't have a lot, but whatever I do, I put in now.
Excellent, excellent. So if you have any USDT, whether it's on your MetaMask or in Binance, which you should take it right out, or any exchange, it doesn't matter if it's Binance or whatever.
Why should they take their money out of Binance?
Well, since you brought that up, right? we've seen, right, that investors worry another possible crypto collapse will bring down other key players. Key players, what they're talking about, right, is basically, well, like Binance, because I find it interesting that they actually suspended withdrawals of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
6 hours. Did I say
That's
6
a lot.
That's 6 months.
For someone who holds, let's say, $1 million in Binance, 6 hours can feel like 6 months, because that's an incredible amount of time that you don't access your own money.
Yes, exactly.
Right now, I actually have $5 million in an exchange, a platform, and they're not getting my money out. It will take, or it already took 3 days now. I told them I want my money and I'm not getting it. So that's 5 million.
Yes, I know that platform. I've mentioned it on my channel, and I told everybody on my channel about this platform. I said that, hey, you know what? If you're going to invest with them, you're going to have to watch your tail risk, because, hey, you're taking a risk when you're investing, when you're trying to earn interest. And the risk that they've provided, which I checked, because I asked them, is that if there's a tail risk, if there's a massive event, right, then you will lose your money, because that's, you know what, you're taking a risk and you're getting an interest. And so, hopefully you gained a lot of interest. Did you gain a lot of interest on that?
I have a very small part of my portfolio there. It's just something that I held there since like 3 years, from way back in the days, 2-3 years now. And I've just been a little bit too lazy to pull it out. Now I just thought, why don't I just pull it out and put it into another strategy where I actually make money? So yeah, that's why I requested withdrawal. I even kind of forgot I had this money there, but I realized it like a few weeks ago, and then I was like, So now I requested withdrawal, and 3 days later now I still don't have my money. Actually, if you think about it, it's been almost 3 weeks now, because they first asked for KYC and blah, 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 made it very hard for me, blah, blah, blah. So 3 weeks actually. Now everything should be done, but they are still blaming different things and blah, 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 you know. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. We'll see.
It is something to be concerned about, because, you know, when the tide pulls out, actually Warren Buffett said this, when the tide comes out, you get to see who's not wearing any underwear.
Yeah.
Right? Or any bathing suits.
Yeah.
And see who's swimming naked.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So we're probably seeing a lot of companies that were like, you know, didn't have your Bitcoin on hand are getting exposed. Right? And I feel that I'm you know what, I didn't want to say this, but I'm getting a little suspicious that Binance might have been exposed for that 6 hours, and they had to go and borrow Bitcoin from somewhere in order to actually pay everybody off. So that's a possibility. And wow, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So my audience always likes to hear about Ethereum. What's your thoughts on Ethereum? Do you think that Ethereum will do well?
So over on my YouTube channel, on the moon, I've been telling my audience that I think Ethereum is going down to $1,000. Actually, 1,023, because that is the target out of this huge Head and Shoulders that broke down. And I put that target when Ethereum was up at close to $3,000, I believe. So right now we're getting closer and closer to that target. And actually, people might remember how long ago was that? 4 or 5 months ago now, I bought my Bugatti with Ethereum when Ethereum was at $2,400. And I did this because I thought Ethereum looks quite...
4,000? No,
4.2.
4.2, yeah.
$4,000. I just thought that Ethereum looks toppy. I thought Ethereum looks like it's nearing the end of the cycle. So I went to a car dealership and I told them, hey, I want to buy this Bugatti. I'm paying with Ethereum. It's a way to take profits. And I got my Bugatti. The question now, should I sell my Bugatti and buy back Ethereum? Because I'm getting 4 times more Ethereum now. Basically, right now, my $2 million Bugatti, I only paid $500K for it, you could say. It's quite a nice trade.
Exactly.
But I think I'm going to keep it, but it would be nice to know from you guys. Let me know right now in the comments, should I sell my Bugatti or no?
Yes. should Carl sell his Bugatti? Comment in the comment section below. So what you're saying right now is that people should not be selling here?
I think this is time to reaccumulate. I am reaccumulating Ethereum. Actually, I bought another 300 Ethereum this morning. I'm reaccumulating Ethereum right now.
So what do you say? People should be what? Doing what?
I am personally reaccumulating here, yes.
Yes, they should be buying Bitcoin. I mean Ethereum at this level, right? Yes, exactly. So hopefully they are, right? If you're not, well, you know what? You're just selling into the stronger hands. You're selling to Carl here.
To me, yes. Thank you.
At a low price.
Yeah.
And then he appreciates that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Carl, for being here today, right? I really appreciate you coming on this show. We also did a video on your channel, so check out Carl's channel. Links are in the description below. And yeah, it's been a great one.
Very nice.
Take it easy.
3,000 likes.
Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Bye-bye.
Bye.